What's up guys, plus 2 soul here. So my voice is getting better, or my throat is getting better. It looks like I have a little blister in the back of my throat or somewhere in there, and it's getting a little better. It's like apparently curing after I took some pills and stuff like that. But definitely it hurts a little bit, but I'm good to go. But let's go ahead and talk some cards of the day. Before I do today's card of the day, I really wanted to talk about that 3-9 event and stuff like that, but I don't have the pictures right now on me, so we're just gonna go ahead and do today's card of the day. But like yesterday's 3-9 event is pretty funny, but at the same time, I do believe it's not something you really want to play, but I mean just for giggles and stuff like that. But anyway, let's go ahead and do cards of the day. So we actually have some pretty good level 0 cards for Nisekoi. This actually shows us that the 0 game is actually pretty strong as well. So let's go ahead and look at that. So we have a 0-0 Chitoge here. It's basically like the Senjo Gahara from the first set. Basically, if you have one or less other characters on the field, this card gets plus 1k and gains Encore, basically ditch a card from hand to stage. Makes it really good, becomes a 3-5 beater, and not only that, once you get this card in your hand, you have a card that can basically stay on the field the whole entire time at level 0, because it's a beater plus it lives. Like if someone your opponent suicides into this, you can just be like, Encore. I don't have to really lose that much hand. I still have a card on field, so it's all good. So this card's actually really good. Now it depends if you really want to use this card or not, because there are some other pretty good level 0s in Nisekoi, but as of right now, I think this is something you might want to actually run in Nisekoi. This card is really good, so this might be actually your main level 0 game right here. Next, we have a 0-0 Tsugumi. It's a green card. When this card is placed from hand to stage, you have to top check if it is not a weapon or noble daughter character. You have to put that card into clock. So this card here is probably not something you might not want to run in your competitive Nisekoi deck. The reason being is because there's no key trait in the text. Because if you reveal a Mariko or Onodera, then that card would obviously go to clock. But at the same time, this actually might be something you want to run because you want to get to level 1 faster. Now again, if you don't want to take damage, then obviously don't run this in your competitive Nisekoi deck with Marikas and Onoderas. But if you do, then this is something you probably should run, because you want to take the damage to get to level 1 faster, so you can bring out stronger cards. And I'm gonna guess Nisekoi is gonna be like one of those decks you want to get to level 1 faster. So definitely this is something you might want to run in your deck, because I think I might run this actually, because I can guarantee a damage. I'm probably gonna run minimal Chitoges and Tsugumis in my deck anyway, so this card might be something I might really want to run. This card actually might be good, but it really depends on how your playstyle actually. So for example, me, I play Sword Art Online, and I really love the 0035 Asuna that basically takes clock damage. Unfortunately, because I have so much character that had the trait on the text, it's just I don't take damage for the longest time. But if I don't, then you know what, I'll take it. Obviously climaxes and events, obviously you'll still take those. So most likely this card is actually a pretty good card in your deck. So I actually think this is probably something you might want to run. Next we have a 2-1 Onodera here. It's a support basically. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a support basically. Gives all your key and sports characters plus 1k, and you can use the second effect once per turn. If you use an active ability, you can pick one of your key and sports characters and give it plus 1k for the turn. Now this is actually not that bad of a support card actually. It gives all key and sports 1000, so basically all your female characters in the deck. So it gives Onodera, Marika, Chitoge, basically everyone except for Tsugumi. So or also Ruri. It gives Ruri too. So basically everyone except for Tsugumi and Raku. So definitely it's not bad of an effect at all. And plus, if you use some kind of a quick active ability, then obviously you get a plus 1k. But that's if you use an active ability. So this is pretty good during your opponent's turn. So give the 1k buff, then use a counter, then get the plus 1k kind of thing. So not bad of a support card. But then we have another support card though. This is probably something you might want to run, but at the same time, maybe not, because the first ability is a generic times 500 per level to the characters in front, but the second ability is basically take clock damage and pay the cost if you do, salvage a key character from your waiting room. So, and this effect can only be used when you play this card from hand to stage. So it kind of hurts to take clock damage at level 2, especially late in the game. So I don't think you really want to use that effect unless you heal it off. But other than that, I just don't think this is an effect you really want to use. But if you can heal it off by bringing out a level 3 at level 2, then yeah, and then go ahead and use it. But at the same time, it's still iffy if you want to really use this or not, because some of the supports in Nisekoi are all good, and it really depends on player preference. So it's, for me, I don't know yet. I'm not too sure what I want to go with. I would have to do some test deck builds and testing and stuff like that. So right now, I don't know what I'm gonna go with. Next, we have a Persona Q card. For those who don't know, Persona Q is being delayed. Little Busters and KITAKUBU are going to be released on the release date, but Persona Q is getting delayed. But the thing is, Persona Q is actually going to be sold at Shirokuro Fest. So that's going to be on the 31st, I believe, 30th and 31st at in Japan. So definitely it's still going to be sold there, but during official release date, it will be pushed back. I'm going to guess because I don't know, people can't afford 3 sets at the same time. That's what I'm going to guess, but I'm not too sure. But we have this Persona Q card here. When this card attacks or gets front attacked, you can top check your top card of the deck and put it into the waiting room. If that card is a level 1 or more for the turn, this card becomes a cost 0 suicider. So and climaxes are level 0s. So this card is really, really good. Not only is it during its your attack, but your opponent's attack as well. So basically, you just mill a card for free and be like, oh, you're level 1 and cost 0, die. But yeah, this card is really, really good. I mean, I think this card is one of the best one of the best suiciders I've seen in a while. So yeah, this card's really good. You just mill a card and just get suicide effect, but for cost 0. So that means basically any level 0 card except for Railgun 01 support, but that's not going to be able to kill this anyways. But any 1/0s and stuff like that. So this card, very, very good, interesting as well. And it's funny how it's kanji. Next, we have a Little Busters. I mean, we saw it come in. I mean, yesterday we had Muscle Kiniku as a level 3. We had Kyosuke the other day, the day before. Now we have Masato here. Not Masato, I'm sorry. Masato was yesterday. We have Kengo here. Basically, this gets plus 500 for each sport and Kiniku character on the field. And the second ability is ditch a card from hand to the waiting room. During your opponent's attack phase, you can pay the cost. If you do, you get to pick one other character on your stage and stand that character, and for the turn it gets plus 2k. This card gets plus 2k, I'm sorry. So basically it's a defensive card. It's probably something you don't really want to use in your deck, but I mean, you probably want to put it in your Kiniku deck, because Kiniku deck is actually pretty awesome. If you guys haven't seen it, it's one of the funniest decks ever. I have a friend who actually has this Kiniku deck. I'll probably ask him if I can borrow it so I can do a match video or a deck profile on it, because I don't think he wants to do it because he's a shy person, so he doesn't really like to go on videos and stuff like that. So I might have to do it myself. But it's a really, really funny deck, especially now that there's a level 3 Masato and Kengo, so I mean, things could happen. So this is a pretty cool card. I really like how the level 3 game is getting all the guide characters for Little Busters. I really like that. I know there's a lot of people that saying we don't need guy level 3s, blah blah blah. I mean, I don't know what you guys are talking about. All the guys are the best characters, especially Masato. How do you hate Masato and Kyosuke? I don't understand that. But anyways, we're gonna go to KITAKUBU now. More music stuff. Unfortunately, it's it's kind of sucks that this card is level 1 though. The reason being, here you go. Pay 1, take the top card of your deck and put it in the clock. When this card is placed from your hand to stage, pay the cost. If you do, you can search out a music character from your deck and put it into your hand. Then shuffle your deck, obviously. And then next ability, and once per turn, you can use this effect. If you use an active ability, you can pick one of your characters to give it plus 1k for the turn. Now, both effects are really, really good. The only problem that, like I said, it's at level 1. If this was at level 0, definitely this card would have been something you really, really want to play in your deck, because you can search out at level 0, and not only that, you can hurry up and get to level 1. In this situation, you're level 1 and and basically you're taking damage just to get to level 2. That's like, I don't really like that. If it was level 0, then definitely I'd run this, but it really depends on the situation. Like, I'm pretty sure not a lot of you guys have seen music decks for DaCapo. Again, my friend who has the Kinniku deck, he actually has this DaCapo deck as well for music, and it's a really, really strong deck. Like, a lot of people underestimate it. I know I did. Like, I was like, what's this deck? I can take care of this. Boom, boom. Okay, I totally underestimated this deck. This deck is really good, and I mean, it's cool to see that it's getting more music support, but it kind of sucks that this card is at level 1. So it would have been better if it was a level 0, but definitely it's still a good card. But other than that, I think Nisekoi is gonna be a really, really crazy set. I mean, it's getting so many great level 0 cards. Level 3 cards are insane. The level 1 cards, they're really good, but at the same time, they might be something I might not really enjoy. I know Log Horizon was one of them. I loved everything about Log Horizon except for the level 1 game. I kind of wish they had something better, but I'm going to pray that second set has something better. Nisekoi, it looks like the level 1 game is going to probably do some like on us, but at the same time it might be some pretty good level 1s. But it really depends. I have to see how it plays out. I might end up playing Nisekoi in WGP, I might not. So like, it really depends how Nisekoi plays out. So we'll see how great this deck is, or this set is, or not. So yeah, that's basically about it. I mean, Nisekoi supports basically in level 0 game. The Kanji that basically becomes a cost 0 suicider, level 3 Kengo, and then a music support. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Remember to subscribe to our channel, like the videos, comment down below, and like our Facebook page. And I need to rest because my throat hurts so bad right now. Later, guys.